Hi there, I'm Tom and welcome to a Newb Improves, quite possibly the most optimistically named series on YouTube. Today we are back playing Dota 2 and continuing the A to Z challenge with the Dazzle. Let's just get this camera set up.
Prepare for battle.
And this. Right, yes. Once again, we are playing with, I believe, Talvin and Apathy. I don't think Jackal's joining us today, so we've got two randomers. And yeah, let's just see how this game goes. I played this game a couple of days ago, I think, and this isn't the first time I'm doing a commentary on Dazzle. I did a commentary on the fast Dazzle win I got, but that game was just, I did very little in that game, and I found it very hard to fill the time, to be honest, so played a couple more Dazzle games, and hopefully I do okay in this one, and there's a bit more to talk about. So, as we head down to the lanes, let's first talk about the skills. There is Poison Touch, which is a slow and damage over time. There is Shallow Grave, which means if you cast it on someone, they cannot die during that period, basically. They can still take damage. I believe in this game I made the mistake a couple of times of thinking that it would stop me taking damage, and I cast it at the wrong point, and probably a couple of times during this game you will see me cast it instead of my next skill, which is Shadow Wave, which basically sends out a bolt. You target a unit, it sends out a bolt that heals heals any ally it harks to, and it damages enemies. And there is Weave, which basically does armour reduction for any enemy over time that you cast it on, and armour increase over time for any ally you cast it on. So it's just a big AoE thing, and the idea is at the beginning of the fight you catch as many people as possible, and I'm not too bad at it. I kind of don't use it as much as I should do. I mean, the cooldown, what is the cooldown? It's a 40-second cooldown, so it's likely that if you use it in one fight it should be off cooldown by the next fight. So I think I should use it as much as possible. So in lane here, I'm essentially just trying to harass and get last hits. I will be using the Shadow Wave as often as I can, mana permitting, simply because it keeps our creeps alive slightly and makes it harder for the enemy to last hit, while also kind of giving us a bit of heal in lane, which is good because the Zeus is trying to harass us a lot. Now, I don't have my Poison Touch yet, so I can't really harass the Mickey too much, but I am almost level 3, I'm hoping I'll get it then, and I've got some wards coming down as soon as I get access to the courier, which will also help us harass the Mickey. So, yeah, pretty standard gameplay at the moment. Just waiting for the courier to become available. There we go, perfect timing. And I'm getting my sentry wards coming down. So, things are about to get interesting. I got another Shadow Wave at level 3. I should have possibly gone off the guide now and got a Poison Touch to help harass a bit more, but I'm really not. I don't do too good at all when I don't use the guide skill set. So, and there we go. Yes. It's also because the shadow wave will damage enemy creeps. It's a good way to farm the creep wave. Although I don't want to do that too often because obviously then the Wraith King will get less farm. And no, I don't have poison touch yet. And there we go, that's poison touch. Now the Wraith King should be able to get a stun on the Ricky when he comes back into range. I'm just doing general harass because I don't want him to feel all that confident, but he will have to come into range at some point. And I should probably cast Shadow Wave here to give a bit of heal. No. Ah, there we go. Not a huge amount, but... And... yeah, I was slightly slow off the mark there. But we did a large amount of damage to the Mickey. He probably will have to go back to the fountain now.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I'm not doing too good. I kind of need to use Shadow Wave a bit more. Just for the heal. I'm focusing on denies at the moment. And there we go. That should be a kill. Yes. Excellent. So, yeah, pretty good. I did put down both of my sentry wards, which means they're going to run out at the same time, and I'll need to get some more. But I wanted a kind of large area of vision because I didn't know where exactly the Mickey would be. And I think it worked out for me. So, I don't have many items, but Dazzle is a hero who doesn't need all that many items. I should be going for mechs and pipes this round, this game, and other than that, maybe a force staff, I guess. But yeah, I just don't need much at all. Yep, so, the sentry wards are going to run out soon. I put some more, I bought some more for our stash, and I shall ship them down as soon as I get the...
That's not right.
what is it called? The carrier. Yes, as soon as I get the carrier, I will ship them down. I'm kind of about sitting halfway in my mana pool, so that's not too bad. I will also be getting arcane boots as well as the other items. Just general harass on the Ricky. He's kind of acting scared, which is good because it means he's not getting any last hits. But it also means that we can't set up anything else on him. Although that's probably not going to be possible right now because we don't have the sentries. Kunkka seemed to be taking a really long time with that courier, and I don't know why. But it did mean that we was slightly less effective in lane. I don't know why I was so far back then. I could have possibly been hitting the tower slightly. Ah, I finally got the carrier tree, although it's got to come all the way back from lane, so... We kind of need to be careful here. The Wraith King's a bit low. Is he... Yes, he has his ult, so that's pretty good. And a Spectre came to say hello. I will probably end up dying here. No, looks like they backed off.
Dazzle!
And I get to heal myself, and I'm just going to kind of hang around here until the Wraith King gets back into lane, because I don't want the lane to push too far. And I can try and get a couple of blast hits. I don't think it's going to work too much. Yeah. So, kind of worked out. I wouldn't say it worked out well, but it didn't work out badly, is what I will say. Neither of us died there, and the lane didn't push too far under tower. I now have very little mana, and I am going to die because I got slowed by the sniper. Had no idea the sniper was there. Don't think we even got the Wiki out of that. But we did get a sniper. Thanks to a nice gank by Dazzling. What's going on here? I'm just waiting. Oh yeah, I started walking back into lane without grabbing my TP, so I will head to the secret shop and get another one, and I can always ship that one out on the courier if I need to. But it looks like the tower is taking a large amount of damage there. And yeah, now I'm ready to fight or defend if needed. Okay, so it looks like the Nature's Prophet, I think, got the bottom tower. I think Ricky denied the top one, and the middle one's gone already. So we are pushing very quickly at this point, which is good because we're making ground, but it's bad because the Wraith King hasn't got much farm at this point. So we shall see, If we can get this down fairly low before we need to back off, then that'd be good. Looks like we may actually get the tower. Yeah, there we go, that's the tower gone. So yes, pushing very, very quickly. Is that the T2 got in? Or is he just attacking it? Nope, it actually looks like the T2 in bottom's gone. There we go. So yeah, we've got... This is just insane. I didn't realise quite how fast this game was playing out as I was playing it. But yeah, we are now going for all the T2s. Looks like Keeper got himself killed by a gank, but considering how much that lane's pushed, I think it's a fair price to pay. No one's quite sure what to do here, whether we should go for the racks or back off. I am going to get my mana boots because I will be much more effective with them. And I guess we're just going to push this lane a bit and see what they do. I kind of wanted to slow him there, but it's not really worth it. I did get the slow off and didn't draw the aggro of the tower, so that's good. And I will probably die here. Ooh, maybe not. Using my heal there, very effective heal, and we got the Ricky and the Zeus. Not bad at all. And I just managed to get my Shallow Grave on before the sniper cast Assassinate. So I then went back to base to heal because I got a bit scared. I could have used Shadow Wave to get a bit of heal and then carried on in the fight, but I've only died once so far and I've got 4 assists, so I kind of wanted to play it a bit safe. And now going for the mech. And I'll walk back to lane because my TP's off cooldown, of course. Looks like the fight's pretty much over anyway. Ricky got a couple of kills. Okay, so if I can get Shallow Grave on him, then that would be fantastic. I think I'm a bit far away. Yeah, maybe I'll need it on myself. Yeah, definitely need it on myself, but I wasn't quite quick enough. I think perhaps I tried to cast it a couple of times and then cancelled the animation, which I've been doing a lot recently. Of various heroes, particularly Earthshaker. But we're still ahead in kills, we're definitely ahead in towers. Looks like we got the tier 3 top tower, which will help our creeps push slightly. And coming down to defend the middle tower. Looks like they're chasing the sniper. Grabbing some more sentries. I think I'll get some dust as well in a minute. I'm kind of staying here because I don't know where anyone wants to go. Because we're only a team of 3, it's kind of hard to coordinate with the 2 randomers. And of course, they have some they have more carries on their team than we do. I don't have any sentries, so we can't get that kill. Well, I've got the sentries, they're just on the carrier right now. Ooh. And that doesn't matter anyway because I'm dead. Went a bit too far forward and keep with my team. And just melted before I could cast Shallow Grave.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So this is the part of the game which starts to get a little less in our favour, because as I said, we pushed very quickly and got very little farm, so we're going to have to make up for that. Now of course Dazzle doesn't need farm. I'm not sure, but I think that maybe Preempt will start falling off soon. And Wraith King does need farm. I'm not sure about Wind Ranger. I think Wind Ranger needs a fair bit of farm. And Cottle... well, Cottle isn't doing too badly. Got a Necro book for push. And right now we're pushing 2 lanes at once. Not sure how that's going to go for us. Yeah. Shoot. Yeah, I wanted to cast my heal there, and I think I cast my Shallow Grave instead. What I should have done, because I knew I was going to get attacked and I was probably going to melt, I should have TP'd as soon as I cast Shallow Grave. And I do try to do that several times this game, and I've failed to do it most of the time. I just dropped the sentries off the carrier there because if someone else used it, then I didn't want my sentries to be going somewhere other than where I was. So no one did use it, but it's just the kind of thing I think about. I now don't have a TP. Hopefully I will grab one from the side shop. No, it looks like I'm not going to do that. Which means now I can't cast my Shallow Grave teleport if I need to anyway. I do have Shallow Grave as an escape, but Sniper has a lot of slow on him, and so in that kind of fight, it's not going to do much. I was slightly too slow to cast the Shallow Grave there. I need to get out now because everyone else is either dead or out of the fight. And Cottle needs to get out as well. I tried to cast Shallow Grave on him, and I don't know how I didn't. I think I meant. Yeah, I did. I meant to do my heal there for sure. It's what, a 5-second duration and a 60-second cooldown right now. I haven't been leveling my ultimate yet because armour reduction in the early stages of the game does a lot less than in the later stages of the game, and I don't believe... yeah, it's armour reduced per second. It goes up by 0.25 between the first 2 levels, so it doesn't really do that much at level 1. So it's better to focus on another skill most of the time and level them both up at 10 and 11. Oh, there's a Ricky. Slightly out of range of my sentry, unfortunately. Don't know where I placed the other one. I must have placed it a while ago, and it's... oh, it may have been dewarded. I think I placed it in the cliff by their top T3. I wasn't quite fast enough to save Talrin. That's kind of the story this game. I'm always slightly too slow on my Shallow Grave, and that's another mistake in Shallow Grave, and it's on cooldown for another 60 seconds. So yes, we are still kind of pushing, but they are definitely at the advantage right now. There we go. Sentries and dust. Nature Prophet is pushing top along with the Cottle. And that was me using the dust instead of my mana boots. I think in a few other heroes I used slot 1 for another item and slot 2 for my
Dire's top tower has fallen.
what's it called? Yeah, the arcane boots. So oh yeah, this is the point where I realised I picked up the dust but I didn't pick up the sentries because I was full slotted. Okay, we've got good vision over here. I'm not sure quite what to be doing. This is the one thing that I didn't do very well this game, was that I was never quite sure where to go or what my position should be. And I was kind of out of position there, which essentially it meant that I died too quickly, basically, and that meant that I couldn't do anything. I couldn't cast my ultimate, which I have now. I couldn't cast Shallow Grave, I couldn't heal anyone. And it's definitely not what I should be doing. Looks like the Wraith King is farming their ancients.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I am back up. Okay, so yes, I transferred a branch to the carrier. Got my sentries. And I got a couple more sentries just in case. And some more dust, so yes. As long as I use the dust at the right time, that should be very useful. The sentries I think should be a bit more useful because it's probably going to be fairly obvious where the fights are going to be happening. And if we're looking to start a fight, then I can just place one down straight away. Look, there's a Grow and a Ricky. And I was just slowed so much there that I couldn't do anything. That's a bad situation. Zeus Sniper, kind of a good combination at this point. And now they're winning kills, which means we've fed them, which isn't what you want to be doing to a team that consists mainly of carries.
Middle tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified.
Now, I will be back soon. Looks like the Keeper and the Wraith King are going to get some kills, but maybe not. Zeus is doing surprisingly well now. Yeah. Wanted to get a TP scroll. Of course I could only afford one, so... Yeah, there we go. I cast my ultimate. I'm not sure how much good it did, but I like to think I helped anyway. And now maybe some, healing. Doesn't do very much on the Wraith King, but he seems to he seems to be able to regenerate his own health fairly quickly, so I'm not too worried about that. And he has his ultimate, which is that is on cooldown, so can't rely on
Dire's
that.
middle barracks are under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
If the Mickey tries to chase us, we will have vision on him. I should probably put a
Dire's middle
sentry down a bit further into their base. And yeah, backing off. I think Kiku is going to push top. We now have Mega Creeps in the middle lane, which is going to push out that lane extraordinarily well. And refresh the vision there. Still got 2 sentries left, so we should be pretty good for fights. I think one of them must have a gem or something. Now they've got their own sentry ward. So going back to base to pick up some observation wards, I think. And how much is that? It's only about, yeah, that's 200. So I've got a TP. Probably the better option than waiting for the recipe to come. And I sacrificed 5 armour for a TP scroll. I think that's a fair trade. So now what am I going to be doing? Well, I don't want to use the TP, so maybe yeah. I didn't want to use it until I needed to. And I'm going to push out this lane because I don't think I'll actually get to that fight quickly enough.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Unfortunately, whoever was pushing the tower got away. But now we've got, I think, 2 Necro books. Oh look, there's a Vicky.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I didn't really expect to get him there, but I thought I may as well try.
Radiant's
Yeah.
top tower is under attack.
Yes, we have 2 Necro books on our team, and we have
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
that wasn't a good thing for me to do. 2 Necro books and the
Dire's
Preempt.
bottom tower has fallen.
Nature's Prophet, so not Preempt. He's got his little sproutlings or whatever they're called, so yeah, to be honest, that fight did not go well for us. Although we did get their top tower. And
Radiant's
we
top
got,
tower is under attack.
I think we've got the Zeus as well, and probably some others. Should swap. Alright, I need a branch off the courier to complete that recipe. So I am just waiting for it to arrive here.
Radiant's bottom
Come
tower
on, little
is under
courier.
attack.
There we go. Yeah. Okay, so I could probably get a couple of TP scrolls instead of that buckler. I think that would be better because
Death's bounty.
it's not terribly useful. This is going to be a pretty late mech for me, but I haven't been getting much farm. And that's kind of the point of Dazzle. It doesn't get much farm. If we had been laning We've been laning a bit more, or spent a bit longer laning, I probably would have gotten enough gold to complete it a bit quicker. And I'm doing something a bit stupid here. I tried to place the ward too aggressively, and I die once again. I could have placed them on the cliff by the Roche, which is what I will do in a minute, I think. And there we go. I think that's a dead rookie. And hopefully at least one other dead hero. Yes, that is a very productive Wraith King there. Unfortunately, he did die in the end, but we got 3 out of 4 of them.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Now we're in a better position to take Roche again.
Are fortified.
I think what I'm going to do now is go and place the ward in a more sensible position. Still don't have any TPs. This is 900, is it? Yes, 900 for the recipe there. I could do with TPs more than I could do with a mech, I think. But, come on. There we go. We have vision there now, and just check the Roche pit to make sure no one else is trying to take it, I guess. Most of us are up now. I think Apathy was saying that he did want to go for Roche again, so I'm just kind of hanging around here. Oh yeah, I've got space for at least 1 TP now. Nature's Prophet got on the wrong side of Zeus by the looks of it. And yeah, it looks like we are going to Roche now, so I'm going to kind of stand around here and hope that they don't have vision on me. If anyone comes along and starts a fight, then maybe I can do something. And hopefully not die as soon as I enter the fight. There's this Spectre. You could probably get a kill on him. And if we start a fight with the Spectre, it means that they're not going to be checking the Roche pit. There we go, I got my ult off. And nice low. And the heal. It looks like Talwyn didn't quite make it there. But we did get the Spectre. He's now dead for a long time. And I've got no idea if the Roche is up or not. Something I should mention about the Shadow Wave is I think it's more useful if you cast it on someone else rather than casting it on Dazzle himself. So, oh, he actually took the Roche. Okay, so we're in a pretty good position here. Our Wraith King has 3 lives. And they don't have the Spectre. We need to TP. I think I did more use there attacking the Ricky than I did if I had TP back. And that's the fast life of the Wraith King. Hopefully Sniper, yep, that's Sniper gone, and the Ricky gone, and the Zeus gone. And hopefully maybe the Spectre will get away. Ah well, we are pushing very far into their base now. Looks like the Nature's Prophet is getting the max. And that is the second life of the Wraith King. Is that his ult? No, he has used the Aegis. I am just forgetting everything here. I don't know why I particularly felt the need to push this lane. Okay, so slightly too late again. And there's only a couple of us here, so yeah, now there's just me here, so I don't know why I didn't TP straight away there. Anyway, that's a good game. So I don't think in this game I actually managed to get off the Shallow Grave TP combo, but it matters not. So that was Dazzle. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate every single view. And if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you've got something to say, leave a comment. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. Until next time, don't feed the trolls.